Welcome back. We've been able to lower the spider chair a bit further, and we see part of this construction that we saw hanging from the bottom of the first palace from the telescope at the other palace. We would actually have been able to get to this level just by using the electricity from the conductors in the docking station and the garden, because that would have totaled up to 11. We would, however, have been limited in using the sliders on the cables. So yes, so now we can finally do something with the cables. Okay, that sounds bad. That hardly sounds like nice music. I guess Sears is using the sound produced by the crystals when they lose their electric charge to create this sound, but it sounds pretty bad. It sounds like it's out of tune. Well, there's another setting here, another symbol. We can't move this slider any further down, but this door lit up and reveals another button. Okay, from here we can see the bottom of the second palace, so this is probably actually the thing that we saw hanging down. I don't think we could have seen that contraption from over there. Bunch of controls here. And we see some shapes that seem to match the shapes of the wind tunnels we saw. With one exception. We have a 5-sided shape here. That's the first wind tunnel we saw. We have a circular shape here, which is the wind tunnel we saw through the telescope from the second palace. And the 6-sided shape. But, and this is why I was so explicit in pointing that out, the wind tunnel we saw in the in Sirius's workspace or lab or whatever was actually 7-sided. I don't know if that's a mistake in the game or maybe just Sirius making a mistake. In any case, this one is supposed to be the one in the lab, even though the number of sides doesn't actually match. And there's this mechanism here for each of them that we apparently can use to tension the cables. We can return it to the start using that lever. So apparently we can use this to tune the cables. So let's use the settings we saw on the various pipes. And this one is the 3rd notch for the round one, and wait, there we go. The 7th notch for the 6-sided one, which is actually 7-sided, but whatever. And the 4th notch for the 5-sided one. Okay, so this is a 5-sided one, so we need to use the 4th notch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round 1 needs the 2nd notch, 3rd notch, sorry. So this is 1, 2, 3. And this one needs the 7th notch. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Push that button and we go back up. So hopefully now we've got these cables tuned correctly. Well, still not the most beautiful music I've ever heard, but it sounds a lot better. There's a very easy way to check if we've done it correctly. So if we move all the sliders to the top, see, one of these things starts to vibrate. And if it vibrates all the way out of the hole it was in, then we've done it correctly. And look, it's one of the narrow chess pieces. Interesting. Let's switch that back off and take a look at what we have in these 4 slots around the keyboard. And one of them appears to be the Nara chess piece. And it is mounted in this weird thing in such a way that it's stuck in here by this spring. But apparently if we set the keyboard to maximum power when it is tuned correctly, this thing will start vibrating and move out of the way, causing this outer wheel to start rotating. And we see that this wheel has 4 holes in it. So let's look at the others. Are they all narrow chess pieces? No. This appears to be a piece of crystal. This ring has only 1 hole in it. And a piece of rock. And this ring has 3 holes in it. And a piece of blue crystal, which has 2 holes in the ring. So I guess that makes this one quartz, because the notes talked about quartz, blue crystal, rock and Nara. So now we come to the most complicated puzzle of this age. One that has many people stumped when they get to this point, and it certainly took me a very long time to figure all of it out. And took some trial and error as well. And of course I managed to not see some of the notes initially, so that slowed me down. So let's see. We're going to need to get the frequencies of each of the minerals. And we've already determined the one for Nara, which is 12, 12, 12, the maximum power the keyboard can take. Which we could have gotten from that note. Well, let's check out the others. We have 2 notes about rock. One is this one, which suggests that we should one of the harmonics listed on the musical chart. And Where's the other one? Ah, there we go. This one suggests 20 units of power total, no more, no less. So let's take a look at the musical chart, which you also took a picture of. None of these actually add up to 20. The one that comes closest, however, is 1066, which is right down the middle. And we'll try that out in the next video.